And welcome back to the Orange World, also known as Venus Ponds, where we are just starting out, we've got like the very humble beginnings of a park, and yeah, we are currently doing rather well in it. Well, at least as far as you can do well at the start, right? I mean, I don't think you can really screw it up unless you just let time pass and do nothing, which is the exact opposite of what we did. And then look, we're getting guests in the rain. We've also spent all our money. So I think that's one of the first things we should do in like a short moment, and that is get more money. However, I think this new guest over here, who has 60 game euro bucks and has a very high nausea tolerance, we shall have another named guest in the park. You shall be Electro. Welcome to the park, mate, and I hope you will enjoy your stay. Now, we said last time that we're gonna brother up all the coasters, basically, so, do like shared coasters. So that that also implies this one will have that too, and we're gonna do that, don't get me wrong. But I do think, yeah, so gentle rides, that's still good for now. I do think we need to expand the path a little bit, just till over here, in preparation for like the brother coaster that we're gonna have, right? So if we just quickly expand this just a little, say what? I thought I had the green path selected there. Right, and then just all the way up till the flat area. That should be far enough. We should also be able to pay for this. And do that. Nice. Right. So, then, in preparation, we can do now two things. Or build the actual coaster. But with the rain and all, I think for us it would be more easy money. Oh, and by the way, how is the right time here again? Yeah, no, we checked this actually, and it was 80 seconds. So, yeah, we checked this and this is good. No, but before we start building this coaster, let us just grab like 1,000 more game euro bucks and get this flying saucer ride, because this is actually a pretty solid gentle ride, and I think we should have this. And how cool would it be if it would be right here on the overhang, so that we could then later on go like below this with a track of sorts. I think that would be cool. I also think it would be cooler to have it be hovering over here rather than over here, because this area won't be used else anyway. So I think that something like this should do the trick. Like 2 out. Yeah, let's do that. 2 out. So that's like that. Pretty good, pretty good. Then we'll do entrance there, exit there. Booyah. Get this quickly connected. Also get this connected, and hopefully this will connect to the right path here. It does. Nice. Nice. Very nice. It even does it after rerouting the whole path. So we have quite a bit of queue line over here, but we should be good. I don't know how many exactly could go on. It is 12 passengers, so that's like 3 tiles. So that's like a 6-minute queue time. That's reasonable, I guess. It's also, I saw it raining already in like the 2nd month, so we're basically also covering ourselves a little bit against the weather, which apparently on this foreign alien planet isn't that great. Now, as you can see, we're getting guests all over the place here, and we need to open this up. And this is, of course, the most fitting ride that one can have over here, huh? Yeah. I'm also wondering, like, okay, so if we were going to have the track go below this ride... Yeah, well, actually, we do have a little bit of room. Because over here, this area is what we need for the coaster. I'm just thinking, okay, so how are we going to get it out of here then? But we can probably do something with the curve and then something. With the emphasis on the something part, you know. We'll see how it goes. We do need to name this and shame this, and how about we call this the penultimate. I mean, and that's of course not at all referencing this park in any way, right? Yeah, let's have this be called penultimate. In terms of colors, we can do all in the same colors, different color per car. Let's do that. We said we would do it, so we're gonna, you know, for every single ride, basically. So let's have 2 teams here. More or less the same as with the Helion Energiator. And we're gonna have like 2 teams, so they can bump against each other. So we'll have the reds, you know, which will have red and black. And we'll have the blues. And the blues will be light. I don't even see where this one is. But it will be light blue and dark blue. Right, so red and black. And what I might do, guys, is speed this up. Alright, and done. Look, now you guys even got like a mini time lapse. How cool is that, right? Shall we make this white? Does it look good? It does not, does it? And if we make this like that, now it looks like a waterbed. I'm not sure if this is the right way to go. Maybe if we make this like or grayish. If we do gray, the borders can definitely not be gray. We can do this. This doesn't look too bad. I guess the supports are always black, but well, you know, we'll have it like this. So penultimate seems rather set up, rather nice. I think it's time that we get our coaster in. You know, our second coaster. We don't need to wait too long with it, because the longer we wait, the less money it can generate, right? So let's just take out another 9 grand and start constructing that coaster. And we shall do the underground section. Wait, hold on a second. Do I hear that we have like shared music over here? Because we're definitely gonna do music, but it's gonna be... Oh, what do we have? Did we have Martian or Space? I believe it was Martian. Because, no, it was Space. Okay. Space style it is. We're not gonna have our ears bleed and have every music play. I mean, we can do that, but then we also need to have all the rides on the screen, right? Just to hear it. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Anyway, what we're doing here is prepping the terrain. That needs to be gone. And let's get that second brotherly coaster in. There we go. Man, I'm so well happy basically that we are in the we've made it all the way through to the second last park in this expansion. I'm like, wow, you know, the fact that we even made it. Right, so now this we'll worry about later on. I guess we need to get this, you know, this exit stuff covered. So the basics are there now. All we need to see is that we get this constructed properly. And the exit is going to be a challenge. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this different. Because like this, we will know that we will have space. Now, as with you know, as we've been doing like the whole time, pretty much, good practices and all. We need to keep that up. We've had the whole series basically to not do them, so we might as well, you know, just give it a slight change of pace near the end of the series. So then we should, in theory, be able to say down, and then straight, and then down. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. I like it. And then over here we shall say, let's escape this underground waste void that we're building in. Like ASAP. Also not waste too much money with the terraforming. So, and we'll do a shared exit wherever we can, which, I don't know, is it just me or are we like too low? Let's get the height markers out. Yeah, and it's not just that we're 1 too low, we're like 2 too low. So that means that we need to go there and there. And then straight and then... Wow, okay. Apparently this is where we need to be. I had not expected this, but it's alright, you know, we'll live. There. Good, guys. We have the basics set up here. And, yeah, I guess what we need to do is construct the coaster thing, huh? Now, what we could do, of course, is make this tail its brother. But I have no intentions of doing so. What I want with this coaster is basically for it to go up. It needs to go up at least once. Then have it go down. If possible, you know, if we can manage it, swing around this tower as well, just as this coaster does. But I don't know about the height markers. I mean, would we... Jeez. I mean, what is this? That's like height 5, I believe. You know, that's me. I mean, yeah, no, I think it's safe to say if this is 7, 6, 5. Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, you know, I was just looking at the number and I couldn't see a damn thing. So, yeah, I think I know how this coaster will start. So let's get the start out of the way and then we'll worry about freestyle. Wait, what? Oh, now that's an issue. Luckily, because we work with trains, this should not be that much of an issue. Also, I don't know how high this... well, I know how high this one shall go. And that is just being decided for us. Let's see. Oh, cool. We can basically... Well, I was about to say, like, cool, we can do this? Well, no. I mean, in case I was wondering, no. No? Yes? Cool. So, in theory... Oh, look, we got an award even. So now it will basically rain guests upon the park. At least that's my understanding of what's gonna happen in a moment. Really? That's not gonna work? Really, game? I mean, how bad is it? Yeah, that's a little... I see why that's not working. Oh. So, if I were to say... Yeah, nice. So then we'll do... something like this, and we'll keep it banked. Why not? Yeah, okay, maybe not. I think what we're basically running into is our own coaster track. We are not. Cool. I like where this is going. We need to go straight first and then go down, though. So far, it is looking okay. Right, now we need to pause it, because I've achieved basic goals. I don't want to have this coaster be crazy expensive. So what I think we should do is say that... Well, we can do two things, basically. Or we go around here with like a helix down and be at the height that we want to be. And then... once we are here, then the challenge begins, then I want this coaster to get back to the station. And I think what we should do is just get here. If possible, get up and then like that. If not possible, we'll figure out something else. Like perhaps going up after the fact here. Let's just see how we turn out there, you know. It's only May year 1 and we are already basically 2 coasters down. So it's not like we're in a hurry. Only a little. And then That should do the trick. Very nice. Let me just get this. Wow, are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? Like, is this seriously gonna work? It sure looks like it. That is absolutely insane. Just to be sure that it will make it, we'll lift that. Right, okay, so this is like bonkers, basically, what we're doing here. And I feel like right now is the moment to head back towards the station, which is what we're going to do with pretty much everything we have in our power. Now, what we've done is we've gone up to height 19, so the pace will be pretty much gone from this coaster. So if it is possible, and I fear it won't be, yeah, look, we're right above the exits. It's not possible what I want to do. Right, so knowing that, let's see that we lift it up, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a safe coaster here regardless with the one train. So it is not a bad thing to get into the station with a lot of speed, which is what we are gonna do. Because look at this. Okay, that might not be such a good idea. And we'll have to remove that from over there. Wait. Look, I don't know really where we are in terms of, well, actually, I could see where we are, and that is right above our own station, which is not really where I want to be. So I guess what we should do is move it over one. So right now we are like above the exit. Let me pause it again because I want to see where we're building. So right now we're above the exit. I'm curious. Nice. Right, so at height 13. Wait. We need to go like this. Down to height 9, because then we should be able to get back to our station. Now that should be a rather easy affair. If only I would know whether or not this lines up. It seems not to, so that's what we should do. So this should in theory line up, right? And you've got to be kidding me. We have, ladies and gentlemen, quite the bonkers coaster. Rather like the track design, if I'm honest. It has drops. It goes around a few places. And yeah, I think it's rather cool. So what we should then do, of course, is just set this up for success. Let's charge $5. And there we go, Nice coaster. And I think that for us, it's safe to do this. And then say, alright, open up. Because it's not really like we need the guests like in the queue, but we currently have 261 guests in the park, which is like quite a lot, and the park isn't that big. And if we take a look, it's already crowded. Also, there is already loads and loads of vomit here. So what we're gonna do is fix that. It's not also really a surprise. We don't have handy dudes there. So yeah, it should not really come as a surprise. Now, there should also be a handy dude who has this area. You, good sir, now also have this to patrol. Yeah. It's a shame, I know, but you got yourself quite a big area now, which means that I think we're gonna cut the... No. We're gonna have you do this area. Yeah, we basically have to. But that does mean that you, on the other hand, will have your area expanded. Good, good. Sometimes you need to take directive action. That's what they call it in the Tycoon circles, you know, directive action. Good. This ride is now set up. What are we gonna do with the name? Maybe we should call this, let's call this Adeptus Mechanicus. I might have seen that somewhere, you know, on some video somewhere because of some release a little while ago. And that's the only hint I'm gonna give. Now, what we are gonna do is we are basically, and because this has one train, we need to think a little bit about these settings. We don't really need a, well, we do need a maximum wait time, but let's not make that like too short. I want that to be 30 seconds. And then this is also gonna have the 30 seconds wait time. And then, well, we don't have ratings for this one, the Adeptus Mechanicus, but this will be, and this will be, and then what we should see is more or less both of them be a little bit above 6 in the ratings. In theory. I mean, practice might be be a little bit different, but what are we gonna color this? Yeah, that's a good question. It's a bit too orange to my taste. I also don't want everything to be purple. What I do want is like bright red supports. Fact. I want bright red supports. Fact. I also want green in it, but not over there. So let's have pinkish insides. And let's have the green tracks. If we go with dark green tracks, I mean, these also look quite good. And dark green? I don't know, really. I don't know if I like the dark green all that much, if I'm honest. This looks better, really. For some reason, it makes the supports really stand out, which I think is kind of cool. It makes it a little more look like alien landscape with all kind of weird pylons. And then we'll have this just be white. Yeah. White and, you know, maybe we'll do white and blue. Yeah, white and blue. Right, Adeptus Mechanicus. And there we have it. Now of course, you know, with a coaster and two coasters, 2 thrill rides, or 2 gentle rides, are thrill rides. It cannot lag and stay behind, which is what we will not have them do. So what we will do is right next to the flying saucer ride, we shall have the scrambler eggs. Yeah, let's have the scrambler eggs. You know, in lack of anything better, basically. Therefore, we shall have a scrambler eggs. Let's think about this placement. If we were to do this over here, and then we could hook up the exit path right there, or the exit, and then have the queue go alongside the ride. That's a little bit on the long side, but, you know, I'm cool with that. So we'll have that, we'll do it like that, and then connected, and booyah, we got ourselves another ride. Okay, that is really a little bit long. This might be too long. Yeah, what have we done? All of a sudden I am, you know, rethinking my ways, but we should be good. You know what we can also do is not do 18, but you know me, there is no not do 18 on this, right? Oh, yeah, we should just go max it all the way. By the way, I mean, I don't know, but for anybody who does watch the Formula 1, imagine if you are called Pierre Gasly. And I said that right. Especially for the Dutch viewers who also view Formula 1. They will know what I'm referring to. Anyway, what do we have here is a coaster having made it past the very first section and now going through the hoops there. And then it should go up here and then it should go down all the way. Pretty good, pretty good. 5 even for the penultimate. Nice. Right, let's also do space music here. Let's just give every ride music. How about that? Yeah, that sounds good. Right. Why don't we call this Hobble's Legacy? That's pretty aptly named for like a space ride. Let's make the colors a little bit less red, more like that. Yeah, good. I like it. I like it. It's also kind of cool with the... Oh, you know what we forgot? Guys, you know what we forgot? We forgot to give the Adapters Mechanicus the colored train. Yeah, different colors per vehicle. There we will have it. Alright, let me just quickly think of a color variation. And then basically color it accordingly. Right, does this look cool or does this look cool? I really like it when you can make all of these color variations, you know. I think that really adds a touch to the game. And man, am I still bummed out about the fact that I totally forgot about this option if I had known it before, you know, so... Anywho, this is all done and sorted. I do know that right now, this one handyman for those 2 coasters is not gonna cut it. So, we shall have an extra one. And you shall have this area to keep clean. Now, he's probably also gonna clean out this coaster over here. That's alright, you know, I mean, I don't mind that per se, but... Good. Now we have opened up this whole area of the park. Shall we do also a little bit of a facilitation? That's a thing, you know, like a benchmark or a USP of the park, as they say in marketing slang. Now we're also nearing the border here. Shall we do like just a tiny bit more path expansion? But basically hug like this area here and then go around the corner. I think that's a clever idea. And then if we zoom out, we basically want to be over here when we make the cross over there. So that's like right near this low section there. So let's do expand the path a little and see where we go, right? Yeah, yeah. This is where I want things to be. So, like that. That's good enough for now already. We don't need to go miles right from the get-go. We just do a little by little each and every time, you know. Piecemeal bites basically. And we're also good. Now we have the one mechanic. Right now our park is so small. I think that having just the one mechanic is not an issue, but that could change. I also want to know a thing. 3-minute queue time. 5-minute queue time. Ooh. What do we... Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Not good, I tell you. What we are gonna do is... and I should have done this before. Let's... We can do 2 things. How are our finances? Let's have a look here. Ride ticket income is 1,500, and that's yeah. So we're gonna be going into the 2000s. Staff wages currently are only at 62, but that will be doubled more or less, a little bit more than that. I think it's already time for our very first entertainer. Let's have one. All right, we need one. I mean, it's not gonna help really all that much, but we need one here. Ooh, that's a good fit. You can only walk the cube. Perfect. This will make the waiting a little bit more bearable. We'll have to keep an eye on this, but already I feel like I've made a mistake here. Now, entertainers are not that expensive. They're only barely more expensive than a handy dude, so... There. Also, that's the thing that I wanted to do. This very handy dude over here now has that area too to keep clean. Right. So... also, you know what I forgot to check? Yeah, I never... Derp. That's all I can say about it. Derp. Right, now what's gonna happen is we're gonna have ratings for this coaster in like no time. What's also gonna happen is like we're gonna have, yeah, look at that, 6.24. That will lure in more guests. Now, as for like the rest of this park, over here is where I want like the thrill and the gentle rides to be placed. And as you can see, we're filling that up rather quickly. What I think we should do is get ourselves, how is the, we have, miniature golf. Well, that's pretty good. That's also very expensive to operate and might not be what we want right now. Maybe what we should do is get like a car ride out. And just terraform like a few simple buildings that look like absolute shite. And then just have the car ride go through them. That will help with the ratings. Weave through these trees and do like a car ride right over there. Not too long. Maybe interfere a little bit with the coaster here. You know, that might all be cool. Cool stuff to do. Which will help with the ratings. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. Next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.